COLLIGATIVEPROPERTIES.com.
Okay, now we are going to start with some CBQs. CBQs in the sense conceptual based questions. Okay, so conceptual based questions are very important for not only for boards. Okay, they can be converted into MCQs, multiple choice question also. So in board exam, it is very difficult to deal these type of questions. Okay, because how to present and which word plays vital role, that is what the most of the students are lacking. Okay, now I will present these questions in such a way that whatever the marks short answer question, it is mostly 2 marks question. Okay, and according to that you should you should accommodate the important words in a proper manner. Okay, so that presentation is very important. And first of all, we should know the reason also. Okay, so because most of the students are not adapted to the theory questions, especially in chemistry. Okay, so they always do the conversions or do the numericals only. But once they come in between the lines of the NCRT, they are not able to answer. So with this motto only, we are going to discuss some different model questions. If this type of short answer is coming, how to present them. If this type of question is there, how to present them. So I have selected based upon the previous examinations. Okay, so those questions I have selected. Now let's start with one by one. So how is that measurement of osmotic pressure widely used for determining molar mass of macromolecule than the elevation in boiling point and depression? Okay. First of all, you should know the meaning of macromolecule. Okay. Macro means big molecule or huge molecule. Okay. So they may use polymers also. Big in place of the big or macro, they can use a word polymers also. Okay, or they may use protein word also. Actually, these are all the words which emphasize that molecules are big. Okay, when molecules are big, then we have the different method. We have the different method to determine its molecular mass. But most of them, they are preferring osmotic pressure. They are not going for the elevation in boiling point. They are not going for the depression in boiling point. So why they are going for the osmotic pressure to calculate their molecular mass? That is the question. Okay. So now you can think in your mind itself what should be the answer and how I should present. Then I will tell you which word you have to highlight. Okay. So most of the students are knowing, but where to highlight and which word they have to appropriate word you have to use. Okay. So that I will tell you first reason their presentation. Okay. Actually, macromolecules, when especially they are biological compounds. Okay. So in the osmotic pressure is having three advantages. Okay. Osmotic pressure have following three advantages. When you write in points wise in crystal clear words, then they will be impressed. Okay. Osmotic pressure have following advantages. Okay. You can write in full form advantages over elevation in boiling point, elevation in boiling point and depression in freezing point. Okay. So following three advantages. First of all, osmotic pressure is calculated or measured. Okay, calculated or measured, calculated or measured. Okay, you can use any word whichever you are comfortable. Measured at room temperature. Okay, at room temperature. Okay, but here it is measured till the boiling point you have to heat and till freezing point you have to cool. Okay, so for osmotic pressure you need not to do anything. At room temperature only you have to just calculate the osmotic pressure. But if you wanted to know the depression freezing point, you have to cool up to the freezing point and you have to heat up to the boiling point and elevation of boiling point. That is the first advantage. Okay. Second thing, osmotic pressure uses molarity, uses molarity, okay, but remaining to uses molality. Remaining to uses what? Molality, okay, molality used in other two. So in other two, okay. So in other two, that is the main problem. And third and most important, okay, magnitude of magnitude of osmotic pressure is large enough, okay, is large enough. Magnitude of osmotic pressure is large enough, so easy to calculate. But in freezing point and increase in boiling point, decrease in freezing point is very minute. So small mistakes also can lead a wrong answer. Okay. Three advantages. First of all, it is calculated at room temperature, so neither you require to heat or cool. Second thing, it uses molarity. Calculation of molarity is very easy than the molality. And third one, magnitude of osmotic pressure is very much high. So you need not to use the scientific instrument and a better instrument. You can use any normal instrument also. But in elevation, boiling point, and freezing point, they are very, very minor changes. So if any small mistake, then wrong answer will be determined as a molar mass. Okay, these are the 3 points. So if you elaborate, definitely you are going to actually for short answer of 2 marks, you need to write only 2 points. But once you write 3 points, definitely you are going to get highest marks possible. Okay. Then next see the suggest the most important type of intermolecular forces between following pairs. Okay, so they know most of the student the know the answer, but what is the word they have to use that they don't know. Okay, so let's see you know or don't know. Pause the video and you can write the answer. Okay, then cross check with your presentation and my presentation. Let's hope you will also use most proper words and score the highest possible marks. Okay, here I am explaining this answer. These are, if you write the reason, then definitely your score will be better. Okay, so N-hexane and N-octane both are non-polar. Okay, both are what? Non-polar. Between any non-polar molecule, the attraction force will be dispersion forces. Okay, or sometimes it is also called London forces. Here I am writing as both are. Okay, both are non-polar molecule. Both organic hydrocarbons are non-polar molecule. Okay, both are non-polar. Hence, the attraction force between them will be dispersion forces. What forces? Dispersion. Dispersion forces are sometimes they are also called as a London forces. What they are called as London forces. Okay, and here if you see methanol and acetone. Okay, so methanol and acetone both are polar. So here you will write as both are polar. Okay, as both are polar. So their attraction force between them will be dipole dipole. Okay, dipole and dipole. Understood? So between them, depending on the molecule. Okay, so if one is polar, another is non-polar, you will write London dispersion forces and dipole. If both are dipolar, polar, dipole, dipole. If both are non-polar, dispersion or London forces. Like that, you have to accommodate them. If one is ion, another is dipole, then it will be ion dipole forces. Okay. So I think that sentence is you will be able to make out. Okay. Next question. Calculate the mass percentage of aspirin. It is mass percentage of aspirin in acetonitrile when 6.5 grams of aspirin dissolved in 450 grams of acetonitrile. Here this people are not able to score good marks not because of the not able to solve, just because of the stepwise explanation they are not giving. Okay, so I have selected this question only for that purpose. Understood? So let me see, will you be able to write the stepwise answer or not? Getting correct answer, getting answer in the maximum step, both must be satisfied. Okay. So here aspirin is dissolved in acetonitrile, therefore solute. Okay. You will write like this, mass of solute. Okay. Sometimes even though you know it is very simple, but still you have to present in the board. Okay. Mass of solute 6.5 gram. Okay. Then mass of solution, mass of solvent. Okay. Mass of solvent. Understood? Mass of solvent is 450 grams. And one student when came out from the board exam, this is a previous question, modified one. Okay. So he started calculating the molecular mass, but question is about the mass percentage. You need not to calculate the molecular mass. Okay. Now third one you should write as a mass of solution. Okay. Mass of solution is equal to sum of these two. Okay. 6.5 plus 450. Answer will be, you will get 456. Okay. 456.5 grams. Okay. This is the mass of solution. Now you have to write the formula. Okay. Mass percentage is equal to mass of solute. Mass of solute. One student divided the solvent as it is. Okay. So this is how learning from a teacher with experience who knows the student difficulties, student mistakes, and learning from the books. That is a lot of difference is there. Okay. So here you should write mass of solution in the denominator, mass of solvent, not mass of solvent. Okay. So here it will be 6.5 divided by 456.5 into 100. Okay. So then you will get the mass percentage. I think you got the importance of every point 1.424. Okay. So if you attend these type of board sessions, one or two, then definitely there will be some improvement in your marks. Okay. So note down, and I hope you done the same procedure. Okay. Okay, next question is, why is an increase in temperature observed on mixing chloroform and acetone? Okay, at least if you are able to identify the topic, that is better. Okay, this is the question. If we discuss chapter wise also, you may not be able to answer properly. Okay, and think of all chapters together if you are giving a mock test. Okay, and complete syllabus board exam. That time the presentation and identification of the chapter and writing the correct point is becoming very difficult. Okay. First of all, this topic, this question belongs to the topic of non-ideal solution. Okay. So chloroform and acetone, when they are mixed, this is acetone, C double bond O and CH3 and CH3. This is acetone. Okay. And chloroform will be like this, CHCl3. Okay. So CHCl3. Now, when they are combined together, there will be a strong, relatively strong means when compared to van der Waals forces, there will be a relatively stronger hydrogen bond. Okay. Which hydrogen bond? Intermolecular hydrogen bond. Okay. So people think that I have written hydrogen bond, why they are not giving marks. So that proper explanation also must be necessary. What word they expect? Negative deviation. Okay. So what we should write? Acetone, acetone and chloroform. Acetone and chloroform form. Acetone and chloroform form non-ideal solution. Okay. Non-ideal solution. Non-ideal solution with what deviation? With negative deviation. You write anything, but if you don't write this word, okay, so that is why most of the students are not scoring. You may also check board toppers are not IIT toppers, are mains toppers, are NEET toppers, but NEET toppers are not mains topper, because presentation skill is necessary for board. Okay, it is not that they are getting less marks, but they are not getting highest marks. Okay, so with negative deviation. Okay, So this word is important. Non-ideal solution with negative deviation. Then you can add up this. Okay. Due to formation of. Okay. Due to formation of hydrogen bond. I am not saying hydrogen bond is not correct answer. It is inappropriate. Okay. Hydrogen bond. So during which heat releases. Okay. It is exothermic reaction. Non-ideal, already we have studied. Non-ideal solution delta H mix will not equal to 0. For negative it will be less than 0. So once it is less than 0, that means it is exothermic. Okay. This is for your identification I am telling you. During which heat released. Okay. Heat released. Therefore, heat released will increase the temperature. Okay, heat released will cause increase in temperature. Okay, so I am not writing it with good handwriting and complete, that because I am not writing the board exam, but what to write and how to write, that I am emphasizing. Okay, so this not a half mark also he cannot give you less. Okay, so full marks you will get if you write like this. Understood? Okay, next question is why sodium chloride solution freeze at lower temperature than water? Okay, so let me see, will you be able to write in detail proper wording? Okay, here I am explaining what word you have to use, scientific terms. Okay, sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is non-volatile, electrolytic solute. Non-volatile electrolytic. Okay, electrolytic solute. Non-volatile but electrolytic solute. Okay, because of the electrolyte it will dissociate. Okay, non-volatile electrolytic solute. Okay, so because non-volatile electrolytic solute, and water is volatile solvent. Okay, volatile solvent. Okay, volatile solvent. Hence addition of NaCl to the water. NaCl to the water causes depression in freezing point. Depression in freezing point. Okay, depression in freezing point. It results in sodium chloride solution or NaCl solution. NaCl solution freeze. NaCl solution freeze at lower temperature. Okay, at lower temperature than water. This is the question. Okay, this is the answer. Sorry. So this is another type of example to give you the presentation. Okay. Okay. Next question. Determine the amount of CaCl2. Okay. Dissolved in 2.5 liter of water such that it is isotonic to 0.5 atm at 27 degrees Celsius. Okay, so numerical stepwise and understanding is very important. As I value is given, that means it is abnormal solution. Okay, first you should write a formula. Okay, what formula you will use? Pi is equal to I into C into S into T. Okay, so here osmotic pressure is given. Pi is isotonic means same osmotic pressure. Okay, and as osmotic pressure is given in atm. Okay, and I is equal to 2.7, and S means Yes, universal gas constant 0.0821. Okay, and temperature must be converted into Kelvin. So it will be 300. Okay, and C will be mass upon. Okay, mass we don't know. Molar mass is 111 divided by 2.5 liter. Already it is in liter, so you need not to convert into liter or multiply with 1000. Okay, then putting all values here, 0.75 is equal to 2.47 into W by 111 into 2.5 into 0.0821. Oh shit, this I will write it here. Okay, 0.0821 into 300. Okay, on simplifying you will get the answer, but writing this elaborately and using the proper formula are must. Okay, so on simplifying I am getting 3.42. How much? 3.42 grams. I hope this is the correct answer. Okay, you also will get the same answer. I hope you understood how to write the examination answers in the board, and it will improve your score. Okay, follow these steps. Definitely you will have success in your board examination. Also increase your competitive examination score also.